Hello, I am Jairus S. Miranda from 1B4 Electronics, and for our video, I'm going to discuss and explain what is electric boiler, the origin of electric boiler and who invented it. I'm gonna explain and discuss the parts and function of its heating elements, and lastly, the troubleshooting procedure when using electric boiler. What is an electric boiler? An electric boiler is a boiler which operates using electricity rather than a combustible fossil fuel such as gas or oil boilers. Electric boilers can come in variations such as electric combination boilers, system boilers, and flow boilers. Electric boilers are 100% efficient, meaning if you pay for 1 kilowatt of electricity, you will receive 1 kilowatt of heat. Electric boilers can sometimes be confused with electric water boiler. Electric water boiler are small appliances which are used to boil water for a tea or coffee. An electric boiler is a device used to heat your home. The origin and the inventor of electric boiler. Steam generating boilers roots go back to the late 1700s and early 1800s with the development of the kettle type boiler, which simply boiled water into steam. The water was placed above a firebox and then boiled into steam. It wasn't until around 1867, with the development of the convection boiler, that the steam generating industry began. It may be debated who developed the first steam generating boiler. However, most will agree that George Babcock and Stephen Wilcox were two of the founding fathers of the steam generating boilers. They were the first to patent their boiler design, which used tubes inside a fire brick wall structure to generate steam. In 1867, and they formed Babcock and Wilcox Company in New York City in 1891. Their first boilers were quite small, used lamp coal, fire by hand, and operated at a very low rate of heat input. The solid fire brick walls that formed the enclosure for the unit were necessary because they helped the combustion process by radiating heat back into the furnace area. The Sterling Boiler Company, owned by O.C. Barber and named for the street or Sterling Avenue, the facility was in Barberton, Ohio, also began making boilers in 1891. Their 8 Sterling boiler design was called the H-type boiler, or H being the 8th letter in the alphabet, and had a brick setting design. The Sterling boiler was much larger than the Babcock and Wilcox boiler and used 3 drums to help circulate the water and the steam flow throughout the boiler. In 1907, the Sterling Boiler Company merged with the Babcock and Wilcox Company. They renamed their boiler the H-type Sterling, and it became one of the best-selling boilers of its time, probably because of its ability to produce up to 50,000 pounds of steam per hour. However, they were not the only boiler manufacturers during the late 1800s.
Variation of electric boiler.
Electric combination boiler. Combi or combination boilers provide both heating and hot water to your home. With a gas combi boiler, a burner is used to heat water on demand. Within an electric combi boiler, an element is used to heat a tank of water. The tank is located inside the boiler itself. The heated water is then distributed around your heating system, providing heat to your radiators. Water is also distributed to your baths, showers, and taps, usually from a secondary tank of heated water. System boiler. What is a system boiler? A system boiler is a type of boiler that is commonly found in larger homes with greater demands for heating and hot water. By featuring a separate cylinder for storing water, system boilers are able to provide a constant supply of hot water throughout the home, unlike combi boilers which can only heat water on demand. Flow boiler. The flow boiler is an electricity generating or micro CHP condensing gas boiler requiring a separate hot water tank. It looks like a standard boiler and it can be easily hung on the wall. Similarities don't stop there. It uses very similar components to most other boiler manufacturers, making it familiar and easy to install for any experienced heating engineer.
Parts and function of electric boiler.
Expansion tank is designated to handle the thermal expansion of water as it heats up in the water heater, preventing excessive water pressure. If water pressure gets too high, it can damage valves in plumbing fixtures, joints in supply pipes, and the water heater itself. Water flow detector. In this scenario, its main function is to detect when water passing through the sprinkled pipework and valves exceeds a given flow rate, indicating that the sprinkle system has been triggered. This will then send a signal back to the fire department that they need to come out and investigate. Overheat protector. The overheat protector or OHP is designed for identifying an overheating of the heating bar surface. The activation of the heater by OHP is to prevent a damage to the heater. Current detector. In electrical engineering, current sensing is only one of several techniques used to measure electric current. The measurement of current ranges from picoamps to tens of thousands of amperes. Current sensors, also commonly referred to as current transformers or CTs, are devices that measure the current running through a wire by using the magnetic field to detect the current and generate a proportional output. They are used with both AC and DC current. Heating element. A heating element converts electrical energy into heat through the process of Joule heating. Electric current through the element encounters the resistance, resulting in heating of the element. Unlike Peltier effect, this process is independent of the direction of current. Main control board. Boiler controls panel are programmed to consist of upper and lower limits of temperature. This control panel cycle between the two limits and hence maintain the optimum temperature that perfectly aligns with the heat load of the facility. Temperature sensor. A temperature sensor is a device used to measure temperature. This can be air temperature, liquid temperature, or the temperature of solid matter. There are different types of temperature sensors available and they each use different technologies and principles to make the temperature measurement. Safety bulb. In steam systems, safety bulbs are typically used for boiler overpressure protection and other applications such as downstream of pressure reducing controls. Although their primary role is for safety,
Safety bulbs are also used in process operation to prevent product damage due to excess pressure. Pressure gauge. A boiler pressure gauge is a device used to measure the pressure in a boiler. It is a simple instrument but plays a vital role in the operation of a boiler. When water boils, it expands rapidly to occupy a large volume of space. Water supply valve. Water valves regulate the flow and temperature in pipes and plumbing fixtures. When they are installed and operate properly, the valves control constant flow and volume. Materials used for water valves include brass, plastic, stainless steel, bronze, cast, iron, and galvanized pipe. Water pump. A circulating pump is a water pump that moves hot water around your heating system. The water travels from your boiler through the pipes that feed your radiators, towel reels, and hot water cylinder. The water then flows back to the boiler to maintain a constant flow of heated water around your home.